In this video, we will learn more about audio and video streams. There are two types of streams in an MP4 file. One is audio and the other is video. Okay, let us first consider what is the audio stream. The audio stream consists of samples. What are these samples? To understand the sample, let us first understand what is sound actually. The sound is actually an analog signal. The sound travels in the form of waves. It is an analog signal. And what does microphone do? Microphone actually takes the samples of an analog signal and convert it into the digital signals. Okay, so this is basically samples. What are samples? And what is sample rate? The microphone takes samples in a regular interval. For example, 48,000 samples per second or 41,100 samples per second. So this is basically sample rate. 48,000 and 41,100 is basically sample rate. Okay. The third thing in audio is channel data. So what is basically channel data? Channel data is basically representation of sound coming from and going to a single point. For example, if we have a sound for a headphone, it may consist of two channels, one for the left side and other for the right side. Okay. And if we have a movie, it may consist of six channels. So it means that sound is going to different points. In a case of headphone, it is going to two different points, left headphone and the right headphone. So these are basically channel data. And let me tell you one thing, this channel data is in the form of array. Okay. In JavaScript, when we get the channel data, we actually get a floating point array. So in the form of array. Okay, understand this, in the form of array. Okay, so this is basically audio stream. Now let us analyze what is basically video stream. Video stream consists of images. The video camera takes images at a specific interval and these images gives you a moving effect. For example, 30 images per second, 60 images per second, and these 30 and 60 is called basically frame rate. So 30 frames per second means 30 images per second, 60 frames per second means 60 images per second. Okay, so video stream consists of images which is also called frames. Okay, and in MP4 it is actually called samples. Each frame is called sample. Okay, so sample rate, you can say sample rate per second, like 30 images per second means 30 samples per second. Okay, so to understand, the basic idea is images are basically still images. In video file there are still images which gives you a moving effect. Okay, so this is basically video stream. I hope this is clear to you what is audio and video stream.